From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, September the 12th, 2024. The IDF said today that it carried out 2 drone strikes in Syria, where it said a terrorist in Hezbollah's Golan terrorist network, Hezbollah's terror cell in Syria, was eliminated in the area of Quneitra. Saying additionally in the area of Al-Rafid in southern Syria, the IDF struck a terrorist who advanced terrorist activities against the State of Israel and operated with Iranian cooperation and direction. Meanwhile, rockets and explosive-laden drones continued to be fired at northern Israel by Hezbollah in Lebanon. There were no injuries reported. The IDF said it successfully intercepted one of the drones. The others fell in open areas. The IDF continues to respond to the attacks, hitting Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. And the IDF shared more information about an airstrike it carried out yesterday in Gaza. IDF International spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Nadav Shoshani said the Israeli Air Force conducted a precise strike on terrorists who were operating inside a command and control center embedded within a compound that previously served as a school in the area of Nusirat. Shoshani said that upon receiving reports claiming that local Palestinian UNRWA workers, those who work for the UN Relief Agency, were killed as a result of the airstrike. The IDF said it requested that the agency provide details and names of the workers in order to thoroughly review the claim, but said they have not gotten any answers from UNRWA, and furthermore said an IDF inquiry suggests that a significant number of the names that have appeared in the media and on social networks are Hamas terrorist operatives. And among 9 Hamas terrorists the IDF named today killed in the strike, it said that 3 of those terrorists were simultaneously also UNRWA employees. Shoshani saying this is a further example of Hamas's systematic abuse of civilian infrastructure and violations of international law. And staying with Gaza, the IDF today gave an update on its operation in Rafah, saying that to date it has eliminated over 2,000 terrorists there and destroyed about 13 kilometers, just over 8 miles of underground route, saying it has dismantled the Rafah Brigade of Hamas. Israel's President Isaac Herzog is in Albania today after visiting Serbia yesterday, meeting today with Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama. The two spoke of the October 7th massacre committed by terror group Hamas and the dire situation of the hostages still being held by Hamas. Rama saying of October the 7th, the images of that dark day were images that no one should forget, and that everyone speaking about the way through should start from those images.
Otherwise, history may repeat itself, and this would be then not the sin of Israel, but this will be the sin of all humanity.
Herzog thanked Rama and Albania, he said, for time and time again standing firmly on the right side of history, and spoke of the 101 hostages who still remain held captive by Hamas now for 342 days.
Still today, hostages are being held, as you mentioned, in cruel bondage in Gaza, in gross violation of every humanitarian and ethical norm. And the entire international community must do everything in its power to bring them home, all of them.
Among the hostages still held is Alon Ohel, whose mother Idit is traveling with President Herzog, her family originally from Serbia. And earlier today, Prime Minister Rama presented her with a book of his art dedicated to Alon. Herzog and Ohel also took part in a ceremony with the mayor of Tirana to remember how Albania protected its Jewish community during the Shoah. He said during the Holocaust, Albanians, Muslims and Christians saved so many Jews, with many coming from across Europe to find refuge here. He earlier met with children of Holocaust survivors and with Albanians whose relatives, righteous among the nations, bravely risked their lives to save Jews during the Shoah. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, September the 12th at 7 o'clock, an FIDF live briefing with the IDF Spokespersons Unit. That's followed by an FIDF briefing with Mordechai Kedar. Then at 9, Kenneth Levin is on L'chaim. And at 10 tonight, I speak with Andrea Weinstein, the sister of murdered American-Israeli hostages Judih Weinstein-Haggai and Gad-Haggai, who shares her story and discusses the unfathomable approaching one-year anniversary of the October 7th massacre. That interview is also coming up next. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, September the 12th, 2024. I'm Teisha Bader. Am Yisrael Chai.